It's time for Fit Friday. Our fitness trainer, Jack Silverman, is here to get our shoulders in shape. But first, we're going to get an update on Rebecca's weight loss.
Rebecca is doing wonderful. Now, we're into this about 30 days, and she's down 12.4 pounds. And as I said earlier, she jump-started this thing so quick. Now it's starting to slow down just a little bit, so it's about time for a change. And we're about to move into her new program.
And you've got this new class starting called?
It's actually fall training. This is the one where she puts the gloves on, and she starts boxing and kicking and lunging and abs. And this is really a meltdown. And we do this primarily right before the holidays come, because that's when we usually see a lot of the weight gains through the holidays. So hopefully we're going to bring her down far enough and then get through these holidays and then continue on with our great success.
All right. And, of course, you can join that class with Rebecca. Just call Jack Silverman. We'll have the information coming up in a bit. But first we want to talk about sexy shoulders.
Yes.
We all want to have these, right?
Absolutely. And, Rachel, one of the things we want to talk about is...
When you're my age, anything sexy is great, right?
Exactly.
Okay, what are we talking about?
When we're interested in developing any part of our body, we got to understand there's curves and separations between the muscles. And we want to kind of think about the muscle as a pot of clay.
Okay.
And you want to work around the pot and keep defining it and shaping those lines. And by doing certain exercises, you can hit a muscle from different angles and make it look the way you want. So taking the shoulder, for example, I'm going to show you 3 different exercises that we can actually do. So by taking the press right here, you're going to press it straight up. And as you come down, you want to rotate your arms right in and touch the weights together right here. And then back up, press up, and right back down again, circle it in. The rotation catches the front head of your shoulder. By pressing up, you're hitting the top part of your shoulder. So you're getting actually 2 parts of that shoulder at the same time.
In one exercise.
In one exercise. Okay.
And this isn't going to make you bulky. This is just going to make them toned.
Yes, and by staying toned and sculpted, what you want to do is higher repetitions, like 20 repetitions. Bring those muscles to a fatigue so they will begin to change. And then do 4 sets of them, 20 repetitions, and you'll start to see some nice shaping. Another exercise you can do is you bring it out to the side right here and then rotate it back down, and in again. Now you're working on the outside head of your shoulder, and again with the rotation getting a little bit more of the back and the front, so you're beginning to hit all angles of your shoulder. So by the time you're done, you think about that pot of clay. You've worked around the front, the side, the top, and you begin to mold it, and you see those little shapes, those curves that you see in your arms and shoulders, they become more evident when you're looking at your arms and shoulders because of the exercises you're doing. And go ahead.
You were talking about muscle fatigue. We've got to have that to make a change, though, right? You can't stop when it starts to get a little bit uncomfortable.
Right, and that's the key. And I always say lighter weights, more repetitions. Doesn't mean lighter weights where you can just get 20. At 20, you should feel like those weights were everything that you wanted, and you got to put them down and rest. Because if you're getting 20 and pretty easily, you need to bump the weight up a little bit. Yes, that's absolutely important.
Every day, how many? Every day, 3 days a week?
Not every 3 days a week. You want to give the muscle group a rest. So you rest about 1 full day off, and then you come back and hit it again. And you'll see in a matter of about 12 weeks, you'll start to see some really nice curves, and it separates. The muscles actually separate one muscle from the other. So your shoulder and your tricep will begin to have a little bit of a line right here, and your arms will look great.
And that's
shoulders.
Just that easy, right?
It's that easy.
All right. Jack Silverman's got a new class. It's boxing. It's a whole lot of fun for women. If you really want to melt down before the holidays, you need to sign up for this class and do it with Rebecca. Here's the information on Jack Silverman's Fitness Center. It's on Air Park Drive. That's right off Lee Highway. Easy to find. JackSilvermanFitness.com or 899-9501. Get you more information. 899-9501. And we'll see Rebecca next Friday, and we'll find out how she's doing with her new program. Thanks for joining us, Jack.
Thank you, Rachel.